Hi, Virgos. Welcome back to Hawks Tarot. I'm Dr. Jennifer Hawks. Thank you for joining me. We're going to hop right in here because I got a message for you that you really need to hear. Virgo, the first card that popped out for you is King of Earth. Virgo, I want you to start living in that energy of King of Earth. I want you to make sure that you're confidently accepting the offers that come your way. And the King of Earth is this beautiful, stable energy. They're very generous and professional and practical and, very responsible person. Um, but where I feel like this came out for you is to remind you of that confidence, to remind you of what you're made of and all of what you bring to the table here. So please make sure you are resonating with that internal feeling of being enough for any of the offers that come your way. What else you needed to see was card 14, balance. This is the alchemist as well, and it can talk about perfect timing. But where I like to see this is the aspect of moderation, compromise, cooperation, but moderation in the balance card here. Then you got 10 of air. I want to remind you that even though the 10 of air was horrible when it happened, the 10 of air signifies that that difficult situation is now over. And I want you to start expecting things to get better. Then you got the world in the reverse. So there's a cycle that you're not allowing yourself to close. You may be in this transitional period right now after that major difficult situation, and you're having trouble closing that cycle out to move forward for what's best for you. But you got the world in the reverse. So there's definitely, you're not allowing yourself to start a new cycle, and or you're not allowing yourself to close a cycle that was meant to close. Then you got the Two of Water. Two of Water is often this soulmate, soul family aspect. It can be, relationships getting stronger. It can also be a positive resolution to a conflict, which seems like you guys just recently went through that. With the Two of Water as well, I get this feeling that, someone that is in your life may have had to do something that hurt you as part of their universal contract that they signed up for before coming to this earth, right? You signed up for this lifetime, so to speak. And even if there are people that are put into our path that are meant to be challenges for us, right? To teach us something, to help us learn. And I think you have someone here that you considered a Two of Water, that you considered a soulmate, you considered very close to you. And they may have hurt you in some way, but you're allowing yourself to stay stuck in that instead of closing that cycle and learning what you can from that situation. The reason why I say that is the Five of Air came out next. So, oftentimes with the Five of Air, we need to take a closer look at everyone else's motives. Five of Air can be an unwise choice. But what I feel the most for you is learning what you can from this situation. And that's why the Five of Air came out. Because there's an end to a difficult situation for you. This could have even had to do with an addiction, especially when it comes to the Ten of Air and the Balance card being, moderation, right? But whatever it was, you had this really difficult thing that you overcame or that you went through, but now that's over. So now you get the opportunity to actually, start talking better to yourself, start expecting good things to happen, start resonating, if you're not already, with that aspect of gratitude for yourself, for your life, for your situation. Gratitude for those even whom have hurt us, if somehow we were able to gain a lesson out of it. And then I clarified the world, and Five of Water came out. So what you're not letting close out is the Five of Water. So because things didn't turn out the way that you had hoped or the way that you had planned them to, you're not allowing yourself to see the blessing in that situation or to see the lesson that was meant to be learned in that situation. And you're keeping yourself stuck in that cycle of negative thought processes. You're keeping yourself stuck in a cycle of, grieving over things not turning out the way you had wanted them to. Especially with the Two of Water being here. Are you holding on to even a relationship that you thought would work out? Or grieving because it didn't work out? In the traditional deck, the Five of Water is 2 cups upright and 3 spilled. So you have the Two of Water on the board here, but you're staying in this cycle of focusing on the spilled cups. So what you need to do is see the beauty in the situation, learn what you can from this situation, get out of this sad, grieving energy of thinking that just things don't turn out the way you wanted them to. Give yourself some grace and learn what you can from the situation that didn't work out so that you can accept the new cycle to begin and accept the things that are supposed to work out for you. I clarified the Five of Air as well and got the Nine of Air. So the reason why you've got this Five of Air energy of, mental anguish, beating yourself up. What you need to really learn from this situation is to not allow negative thought processing, to not allow yourself to sit there and expect the worst. Because the painful situation that you went through is over now. 10 of Air, it's done. It's over. But yet you haven't closed the cycle. You're not seeing the positive in the situation. You still need to learn what you can from this situation. And the Nine of Air there, clarifying, is about expecting the worst and the self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you expect that everything's going to blow up in your face, or, you can't trust anyone, or if you put yourself in that mindset, this is sleepless nights. This is not a good energy to be in. If you don't learn from this situation about how to talk to yourself, about how to give yourself that love and that care that you deserve, you're just going to invite in more painful situations because you're telling yourself that's what's coming, or you're telling yourself you're not good enough. Please take that time to rest a little bit and then change that energy. Do some self-care. Write out everything you're grateful for, or even say it. But think about that. Think about what you already have and what you're grateful for, and know that you deserve a beautiful life. Know that you deserve loving people in your life, but you also have to love yourself, and you have to talk to yourself like the confident, amazing person that you are. Be this king of earth and confidently accept the offers that come in for you, because the painful time is over. Please allow that cycle to close and not sit in that energy and keep manifesting more painful crap by expecting it or by talking to yourself in a way that doesn't match the energy the universe knows you can be. And for advice, Virgo, you got Page of Air. So this is, that aspect of maybe you need to be a little bit more curious. Maybe you need to look into something, research something. This can be about delays or changes to the plan, but that's okay. A delay is okay. Changing the plan is okay. That plan, that path, that cycle that you were in is and was meant to close. So take a look at what you really want and allow yourself to move forward. Take yourself back to that page energy when it comes to the mental, when it comes to your thoughts. Explore what you want. Allow the delay if that's where you're at. But Virgo, you have this beautiful, generous, practical energy, and you really are focusing more on compromise and balance and moderation in your life. You may be you may be waiting on perfect timing for something, but you got to close this cycle out of that negative self-talk. You got to close this cycle out of manifesting the same drama back in, right? Because what you don't want to do is to already have the 10 of air and then go back to a 9 of air. No, we want to close the cycle. Instead of right now, you're not closing the cycle. The painful ending already happened, yet you're still expecting the worst. You just need to learn from this situation. Take a look at, why did this happen? What did I learn about myself? What can I learn about this world? What can I learn about, how this played out, and what beautiful blessing it'll now allow me in my life? But that's up to you and your thoughts. I love you, Virgo. You take care of yourself. Please say something nice to yourself today. Please go do something for you. Know that you deserve it. And just say something you're grateful for and something you love about yourself, and see how that sits with you. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.